Hello, today's video is going to be an overview of my most used MAC eyeshadow palette. I have a few, but I compiled a palette of my most reached for shadows so that I know which ones I'm using. So today I'm going to go through each one and give you a little swatch of each one so that you know what I've got in there. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so first of all, my eyeshadows are stored in the new packaging from MAC, which has the clear lid. And I decided to opt out of putting an insert in there. I may change my mind in the future, but for now this is okay. So we're going to start with my first one, which is Vanilla, and this is the only eyeshadow I've ever hit pan on. I use this every day as my highlight colour. It's just a really, really creamy off-white shade, which looks really lovely, and I'm pretty sure that's sort of one that will suit anyone. The next one is one that I'm wearing today on the lid, and that's Nylon, which is a sort of shimmery, sort of gold colour. It's really, really nice, and it's really, really buildable. It's a bit too strong for me to use as a highlight, but it's nice as a lid colour. The next one along is Gleam, which is one of my favourite pinks to wear. I believe it's a luster finish, which everyone knows is a little bit tricky from MAC, but it's got that beautiful gold running through it, and I don't find there's too much fallout with this one. One of my favourites. Okay, next along we've got Expensive Pink, which again is one of my favourite pinks, which is why it's in this palette. And again, it's got that gold running through it, so maybe that's a theme with me, I'm not sure. But I really love this as a lid colour. Maybe with just a little bit of a, say, Kid through the crease, just to warm it up a bit more. It's really, really pretty. Okay, next along we have got the infamous Amber Lights. It's the blue-eyed girl's dream eyeshadow. I find it a little bit risky to wear, as in it's very bright, so you've got to be a bit brave when you wear it, but it really is gorgeous, and it definitely makes your eyes pop. It just literally looks like you've put liquid metal on your lid. It's just beautiful. Next one along is Bronze. And it's not showing up as sort of goldy there, it looks more like a brown. It is a little bit more goldy. Hopefully you'll be able to see in the swatch. I think it will show. Yeah, you can see there's more of a sort of gold sheen to it as well. It's not just sort of a dark brown. So this sort of palette is sort of compiled of mainly neutrals as well. I hope you'll see from the swatches I'm giving you. I am a bit of a neutrals girl, so that's why. Next one along is Shroom. I probably could have put only just sort of eye colours in this palette, but I did decide to put a few sort of highlights other than Vanilla, otherwise I will only ever just use Vanilla. This was one of the first MAC eyeshadows I bought, and it really is a favourite of mine. Next one along is a very famous one, which is Naked Lunch. I pretty much don't think I've ever seen a video of someone doing their favourite MAC eyeshadows without seeing Naked Lunch in there somewhere. This isn't a daily use of mine, this probably isn't even a weekly use. I always forget how nice it is, so every now and then I'll whip it out and then I think, oh, this one is really nice. Next one along is one of the most famous, and it is a highly used one of mine, and that is All That Glitters. It's just, I find it really hard to describe it. Yes, it is a pinkish colour, but it's just so soft, and depending on what you pair it with, it can lean this sort of goldy, just beautiful colour. It's really hard to describe for me, But yeah, like I said, depending on what you wear it with, it will adjust itself. The next one along is Mythology, and again this is another one not for the faint of heart. It doesn't look too bad in the pan, or I shouldn't say bad, it actually doesn't look too bright or too garish. But when you actually swatch it, it comes to life, and this is just a beautiful colour. I don't know if you're going to be, I hope the camera's picking up. It's sort of an orangey pink. It's not just your standard glittery pink. And again, this is a luster finish, so you can see there's little chunks in there. But again, this and Gleam are the least amount of fallout that I ever get from an eyeshadow, considering they're both luster finishes. The next one along is Mulch or Mulch, I'm not sure. I like saying Mulch because it doesn't sound like a nice name, but the eyeshadow's nice. Which is a lovely colour. This has got sort of shimmers in it, but it's definitely not glitter. You can see them there. It's just really lovely. And this is one of Tanya Burr's favourites. She uses it, I've seen her use it in quite a few tutorials, so if you like her, then you'll probably like her. The next one along is Romp. And this is a real goldy colour, goldy brown. I don't know why it's got a dent in it. I look after my eyeshadows very well, so I'm not sure how a dent got in it, but... And that's what it looks like. Again, it's just... I'm a sucker for browns and goldeny colours, so... Yeah. They're all a little bit similar, but none of them are the same. Next along is another really famous one, Woodwinked. And Woodwinked is very deceiving. It looks one colour in the pan, which is almost a taupey brown. And you swatch it, and it's gold, goldy orange. So yeah, don't be afraid and don't think it's just you. It does change. But for blue eyes, it's beautiful. And it's not as opaque as, or it's not as bright as Amber Lights. So if you want something that's like orangey, maybe try Woodwinked first, because it is orangey, but it's not Amber Lights. It's sort of a stage before it. One of my all-time favourites, probably in my top 3 of my favourite eyeshadows, is Sable. One of the first ones I bought. It doesn't look like I've used much, but I have, I promise you. And again, this is one I get out all the time. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Next one along is a sort of a recent buy, so although it's in this palette, I haven't had a chance to use it that much, but I do like it. And that is Shale. It sort of seems like it is a purple, but it's special. I'm not sure what it is, but it's special. It's sort of a greyed purple. And it's nice just, you know, on the lid with a bit of liner. Next to that, we have got, if I can get it out, ooh, one of the most famous MAC eyeshadows, Satin Taupe. If you like taupes, you need to have this, because it's like, for me, this is like the original taupe. This is the godfather of all taupes. It's got that slight purple to it, it's got that grey to it, it's got just enough metallicness. It's got that metallic finish, just enough to it, and it's just beautiful. Next one along is Twinks. Lovely. Sort of like a burgundy purple. This is lovely for a smoky eye, used in the outer corner. Next one along is, I think this one's a luster as well, but again, it's one that I don't have much trouble with for fallout, and that's Tempting. This is sort of like a understated sort of brownie gold. Pretty much everyone I've shown you, if you have blue eyes and possibly even green eyes, because mine are bluey green, depending on what eyeshadow I wear, it leans one way or the other. Pretty much everyone I've shown you, if you've got blue and possibly green eyes, these will look really lovely with your eyes and make them come out a bit more. Next one is my Love Hate patina. Use the right base and I can wear it. If I don't find the right base, I cannot wear this. This is why it looks so used, because I have to use literally 10 times more of this eyeshadow than any other to just get it to try and show up. So I cannot wear this without a coloured base now. I just can't, unfortunately, but it's such a pretty colour. I just wish it did that on my lid without any extra help, or without much help. It doesn't though. Moving on to a coloured shadow now, so this is a bit different to all the neutrals, and that's Cranberry, which looks stunning on blue and green eyes. And that, when I say that, I'm not saying, oh, it won't look nice on brown eyes. It will, but it just really helps them, if that's what you're looking for. Don't be scared of this, because it's beautiful. You just need to buy it, and you need to just try it and find your way of wearing it, because I promise you it'll be worth it. I usually put like a soft pink on the lid, something like either Naked Lunch or Rose Gold from Bobbi Brown, and then put Cranberry through the crease, and it's just lovely. Really love it. And I don't wear much liner with it either. I just let the Cranberry be the main part of it. Next one along is, again, I've only had it for about 6 months, but it is a big favourite of mine, and that's Star Violet. I've worn this with Shale on the lid and then this through the crease, and I get compliments when I wear it like that. The next one along I've got is Malt, and this is a really lovely crease colour for us pale ladies out there. It doesn't look like much, and I don't need it to be much. I want it to be subtle. So that through as a transition colour is amazing. I highly recommend it. And my last shadow in this palette is Kid, which again I use as a transition colour, and sometimes if I use a light colour on the lid, I'll just use this through the crease as a sort of a contour. It's not orangey on me or anything like that, so if you're a paler girl as well, it should work well for you. So that is it for my MAC palette. This is my most used eyeshadows. If you're interested in seeing all the others, which I have a few of, I can show you those as well. But I wanted to get this one done because these are ones I reach for all the time, so for me they're the most important. So I hope you found this video interesting. I hope you're all taking care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you all very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.